But just why the Man City since when I check, I say they win 2-0 when I come. So we just assume say Man City don't dey 3 points behind Arsenal with one standing match for Arsenal. You get, so Man City they play Manchester United say win their own match. So they don't dey very very close to us. So we'll enter the main news of the night. So the PGMOL. We should start from the headline. So the headline be say Kit Hackett will be a former EPL referee. So instead of not come outside, they call for Lee Mason to make them sack him. You get. So Kit Hackett talks say the thing where Lee Mason do as the VAR referee say it is unforgivable. Like you don't dent Arsenal title challenge, because if no be that error, that VAR error when you make, say you no go make, like Man City no go get that, they no go dey close to Arsenal because of that mistake when you do, where they irreversible, because you cannot reverse the hand of time. You cannot go back in time and undo what you have done. So for that reason, it is a sackable offense. See, they need to sack this guy. And further research, when they reveal saying that this same Lee Mason na him cancel the goal when Martinelli score for Old Trafford, though we got lose that match 3-1, because if you say they no cancel that Martinelli goal, it will be 1-0 to Arsenal, and only God know waiting for happen for that match. So many things can happen about this limits. I can just say before they don't even give her like 2 years suspension because of some errors when they make officiating errors. This guy is a retired referee. When they don't make the VAR referee, he's a permanent VAR referee official. You get, that's his job description now. So all these pockets of errors when they make, now make many people, because if you check today, it was trending all over social media because the PGMOL can't come outside, can't announce, say, fine, we made a very very big erroneous error, we made a mistake. They can't even contact Arsenal. The PGMOL contacted Arsenal, they can't apologize. Not just Arsenal, because there were 2 big errors. Sure, there were 3 errors, but the talk say one that Chelsea owned, because Suchek take hand touch ball for that Chelsea match versus West Ham. So it's supposed to be a penalty, miss if I see him, but the referee no blame, VAR no catch him. So they say that one has subjective arguments. So that one no be like obvious errors like our own. So there is English scatter that one. So come on that one aside. So the Brighton match, you get the Brighton match. I think Brighton Crystal Palace, the goal where Estupinian score, clear goal, sweet goal. They can't cancel and say the goal no mark. So that is one. They can't come out that one. They got to say Arsenal own also the same. So the PGMOL are apologizing for Arsenal goal and at the same time for Brighton goal, that those 2 goals should have stood. Then the Brentford own should have been removed. You get, so that was the errors. And why Lee Mason no draw the lines? No, well, all this one till it don't happen. I'm not going to cry over spilled team, but the facts of the matter be say the PGMOL don't come outside, come apologize, and Arsenal on the other hand don't talk, say they no go pursue the matter further. They will not take any other further action because they have apologized. Even Ateta self don't come outside, they talk, say fine, you have apologized, but it is what it is. You can't go back in time and undo what you've done. You get, so now I don't know whether I subscribe to the line of thought say make them suspend this Lee Mason, because now what people they talk now, say make them pursue and make them sack him. You get, now in former referee Kit Hackett, now of that opinion say make them sack this Lee Mason. So would they left with waiting the chairman or the president of the PGMOL, who is Howard Webb, a very very respected referee in his prime. You get, so I don't know how it go be. So more just the watchers, everything will be. So away from that, so Arsenal and Man City. So Paul Merson, the commercial coordinator, said the match between Arsenal and Man City where they go play on Wednesday. So it is what will decide the title race. Get, if Arsenal wins that match, then we say Arsenal go dey 6 points ahead of Man City with one outstanding match. So that match is very very critical. Man City need the match very very much so that they go dey equal on points with Arsenal. Then goal difference go come put them at the top of the table. Arsenal on the other hand, they need a win or a draw. We must make sure we don't lose, because if we draw, we'll be 4 points ahead of them with an outstanding match. Again, so that is very very key. Anything apart from a loss at the Emirates Stadium on Wednesday will be very very okay, will be very very welcome by me, because we must make sure we don't lose. Everybody keep calm. Again, so we never know how that match could be. Let's keep a close eye on how the match could be. Away from that, so Charles Watts don't come outside self come dey drop your own 2 cents about wetin happen, baba the para, they talk plenty thing, come dey talk say e make sense as Arsenal no pursue the matter again. Like after all, the PGMOL don't come outside, come give accountability. Get, they don't explain, say yes, they no see, they no try. they do big mistake. Like they call them human error, which means now the referee do mistake in judgments. Get, I don't know what's happening. It was impaired for what reason, I don't know. And some people of the opinion say it be like say this Limesin carry us for mind. Maybe it be Manchester United fan, or we don't know, because why be saying only you now be the person wey affect us for the match against Manchester United and Arsenal for the Old Trafford, where he cancel Martinelli go win talk say Christian Eriksen was fouled by Odegaard, get wey make dem cancel that ball. Why be say na same you na this Brentford own na you forget to draw. Like since I dey watch this VAR, I've never heard of a situation where the VAR referee will forget to draw lines. You dey use your bare eye, your korokoro eye, dey look, wey go use the aid of technology. Like I've never seen such a case. So Charles Watts don para him finish. So well, it is what it is. We've lost 2 points, so we need to proceed. So my dear football lovers, if you are joining us for the first time, the biggest news of the night is the fact that Kit Hackett, a former EPL referee, is calling for the sack of his former colleague, get to be Lee Mason, we don't retire for refereeing. So now VAR duty in there permanently. So even Kit Hackett can talk say make referees don't get permanent role for this VAR duty, be rotating them because maybe fatigue, I don't know, maybe the thing they cloud, maybe something they cloud their judgments. Like the guy just the para, like is disgracing the referees, gets, because this is the EPL. If this kind of high profile error can be happening in the EPL, what's going to happen for championship? You get, what's going to happen for Ligue 1 and Ligue 2? I think the para everybody, but it is what it is. I don't blame anybody. I'm just blame referees. So more proceed. So my dear football lovers, thanks for tuning in. So till I come your way tomorrow, I get out, guys.